Hi everyone, this is Rajashekar Bhagavatula. Welcome to my series of chess lectures. In the previous lecture, we have learned about the knight moves. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the pawn moves. The white pawns are initially and the second rank, while the black pawns are initially placed on the seventh rank. From its initial position, a pawn can move either one step or two steps on its first move. On the subsequent moves, it can move only one step. In this case, the pawn on e2 can move either to e3 or e4. Let us move this pawn to e4, e2 to e4. A pawn, while moving, moves straight one step forward, but when capturing, it captures diagonally. In this case, we are going to capture the pawn on e5. d4 takes e5. Once a pawn reaches the last rank, you can promote the pawn to any of the bigger piece, either a queen, a rook, bishop, or a knight. Note, you cannot promote a pawn to a pawn or a king. In this case, we are going to promote this pawn to e8 and make it a queen. Since we have learned the pawn moves on pawn captures and pawn promotion, there is a special move called Passa. We are going to learn about the Passa move, the special move of a pawn, which is, let's say the white starts with the game e4, c5, e5, and black responds with d5. Note, when opponent pawns moves two steps forward beside our pawn, in this next move, immediate next move, you have the choice to capture e takes d5. This move is called en passant. Let me show it again. When the black move his pawn from d7 to d5, your pawn on e5 is allowed to capture the d5 pawn by playing e takes d5. Note, you cannot capture the pawn after you miss your chance of capture, meaning let's say white doesn't capture the pawn immediate next move and plays a move like knight f3, and black responds with knight c6. Now you no longer have the right to do en passant, which means you forego the right to do en passant. So if you want to do en passant, you have to do it the immediate next move, which is e takes d5. Let's say if black plays here f5, you reserve the right to play e takes f5, f6, sorry, the next move. This is known as en passant.